Yo, if you're even thinking about playing Godforge, join my Discord right now. Insider leaks, early tips, cracked team builds, and a shot to join my guild before launch day? Yeah, you want to get in here. Head over to the Fateless Store, check out some great merch that they have. Get yourself a mouse pad, get over there now and use my promo code, all caps, DanMan10. Grab yourself 10% off. What's up, guys? We are on part 4 of the combat calculator, and this is the exciting one. I know I left you kind of on cliffhangers with the other ones. That's because I needed the time to kind of finish the calculator. I mean, it's not finished, but it works to a degree. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can use the calculator with using nothing more than just a simple notepad of text and ChatGPT. I'll go over a bunch of instructions. I'll have them written out in text, so follow along. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for the calculator, and today is the day. All right, so I figured the best way to do this is to do it along with you guys. So let's first start off the video by me telling you how you can get it. So if you go over to the Fateless Discord and you go to the community resources, I have not posted it yet. I'm going to post it while this video uploads. But when you come to the community resources channel, you'll see a simple text file, and all this text file is just raw data. It's literally from the top down. We have the different types of classes and the affinity bonuses that they get, the data for the counters, all of the status effects, the buffs, the debuffs, the disables, then you have all 67 heroes, every key stat, skill, information that you need. So we go through all these heroes. There's a lot of them, 67 to be exact. We're almost there. Then we get into the gear sets, all the gear set information. I'm gonna keep scrolling. Then I have it plugged in for more raw data for which stats you can get on gear. And now down here at the very, very bottom of the file, you'll see it says owned heroes. So this is where you're gonna wanna edit this file and just list whatever heroes you own. Just write their names, that's it. Once you've come in here and you've edited and you added all your heroes' names, make sure that you save it. So you go ahead, you save it. Now, that's the first part. Second part, if you don't have ChatGPT, go to Google, type in ChatGPT. First link that pops up, chatgpt.com, go to their website, and you could use their direct tool right on their website. Now, to start the calculator, you're going to click this plus sign right here at the bottom left, click the plus sign, click add photos and files, find where you saved the file to, and open the file. Now that is it, you're good to go. Now I haven't actually updated my heroes in a while, so I'm going to just do that real quick, but this was a good time to note that you don't have to type in every single hero that you own. If you want to just type in just the ones that you want to work with, if you're more experienced, then that works great. I actually just pulled Isis too, so gotta work on her later. But anyways, once you have your heroes all set, there is an endless possibility of what you can do with this. Just right off the bat, I'm gonna start you off with gear, and I'll go through it with you guys, and I'll gear up my guys right now. I already had taken off all my gear for all my heroes. So the way that I go about doing my gear is first I try to identify what is the stat priority for each hero. Certain heroes scale off HP, certain heroes scale off attack. So if you watch the other 3 videos, you already know you start off with analyze this document. Then you type use this document as your main source. I always started off with that. This teaches ChatGPT to just focus on this file. Now, the world is yours. You can literally ask it anything. So we're going to start off with the stat priorities. I'm going to say, what is the stat priorities for, and then I'm just going to list some heroes. I got Hercules, Heimdall, Icarus, Isolde. There we go. All right. So it's pulling the data and it's giving you your priority list based on the heroes that you've typed in. You can scroll through, you guys can read. It's pretty detailed. ChatGPT is really good with this calculator. But if you always look at the bottom, you come to a summary table. Now, what if you don't have a lot of gear? What if you don't have a lot of options? Here's another prompt that you can throw in there. Of these heroes, who should I gear up first? There we go. Based on your roster, Hercules, Heimdall, Icarus, Isolde, and their impact potential, scaling, and team utility, here's the priority order for gearing them up. Hercules, top priority. Heimdall, tank priority. Icarus, your glass cannon. And Isolde, your support priority. So we know we want to take a look at Hercules first. We come back up to the summary table, and we know that we want to be looking for HP percent, attack percent, defense percent in the chain set. So let's check out helmets. I do have an abundance of stuff, but that main core stat we're looking for is the HP percentage. Now, let's go one step further. Just scroll back down on ChatGPT. What you're going to ask now is, what is the best stat for each piece of gear for these heroes? Boom. Now you can only get certain stats on certain pieces of gear as your core stat. So again, starting off with Hercules. For his helmet, we are looking for crit rate. And you can open up your file, and right there at the bottom of the list, I put it down at the bottom so it's easier to address. But as you can see, the helm does not have HP percentage, which is what I want to focus on. So out of your options listed, it's giving us crit rate is the best choice. So helmet, we're looking for crit rate as the main stat. There we go, I found one. Now something else to keep in mind, the sets that you're going for. Again, remember Hercules wears chain. So I only actually have one chain helmet. It's got initiative on it. But this is just to take note that this is what you're looking for. Work with what you got. Again, I'm gonna go take a look. My main per item, I'm just looking for the crit rate. He is my top priority, so I want to punch in my best crit rate item. Boom, give him that helmet. Next up, we go over the shoulders. HP percent, same thing. Just kind of look through the list. If you can match up sets, that's great. If you can't, it's not terrible. The set bonuses are nice, but perfect example here, this is only +8. My attack percentage is +16 here. For the set bonus, you'll get 15% using a Slayer set. So it's nice to get that bonus, but it's not what you need to be focusing on. You need to be focusing on your main stat. So again, shoulders, HP percent is what I'm looking for. Bam, found my first one. Here we go, plugging it in. Next up, I'm looking for the chest with HP percent. Bam, found it. Now the gloves, crit damage. First one. Haven't made a set yet, but like I said, that's not your main priority. Looking for legs, we got HP percent. So going through these. Found one and it's a blue, unfortunately. Still gonna take it. Again, these main stats are huge. 26% here for HP. I'm getting 4,700. Look, I'm already up to 32k. Now your boots. We need speed. Looking for speed. I got one. All right. Now, unfortunately, the combat calculator is very early in development, so the gear is not complete yet. I'm hoping to have that done before Alpha 1 ends. But again, I know Hercules, his main stat is HP, so I'm looking for HP percentage or just HP in general. And for Hercules, this is like one of the best weapons, the Heka. Gains 5% of current HP as attack. You're scaling his HP, and this gives HP. There we go. Quit. Boom, Hercules complete. Now again, getting back to my priority list, Heimdall is next, and looking back at his set items. Okay, here we go. So scales with defense is his main stat. So we're gonna check out the helmet. We're looking for defense percentage as your main stat. Now on the helmet specifically, we're looking for resist. So I'm finding my resist, and I actually don't even have a resist helmet. But here's the thing, if it gives you a stat that is not your main stat, but if you're able to pick up one of these other main stats that you scale off of, or if it's in the stat list, that's acceptable to pick up too. So here we go. This one's got flat defense. Flat stats are not great. I actually sell, even legendary, I'll sell like a lot of my flat stats. But because I'm lacking right now with this gear, I'm just gonna opt to plug this in. Got defense, but the main thing here that I'm seeing is the defense percentage. Huge defense. Getting these other stats is not just a nice little bonus. We got some HP, some speed, attack percentage. You wanna see some stuff that blends together and works with your hero. So good rule of thumb, like you want to get these either to level 8 or level 12. Because this is a flat defense, I'm not going to get it that high. I'm going to just get it to 8 because I'm probably going to junk it later. Next, we got our shoulders. Defense percentage. Boom. Number one, first one. The stats that go with this one aren't that great, but that's 34% defense. Taking it. Chest. Another defense percentage. Boom. There we go. Again, not amazing stats, but 21% on this with that +8. Gloves now, looking at accuracy. But again, it's not a main stat, so we might grab a flat defense, flat HP here. And the first big one I come to is got HP, it's got defense. And again, I'm a little limited on what I have, but this has flat HP, it's pretty big. It's got some flat defense. Not the best, but this helps my character. So I'll work with that. Now we go for the legs. We're looking for HP percentage. However, I do find a defense percentage. And this has HP percentage on it. So boom, we're taking this. Boots. We got speed. Again, you have your priority list. Found my first speed has got a bunch of attack stats, so I'm not a big fan of it. But what I am a fan of is this defense percentage. This also has HP percentage. It's got the attack percentage. This is solid, 26% more defense, and boom, this looks good. Now my Heimdall's got a pretty sick weapon. Another boost of 26% defense here. Again, you really want to focus on your stat for your hero. And GG, my Heimdall is a god. All right, next up, going to our priority list. We scroll up a little bit. I got Icarus. So grab my Icarus, scroll back down to those stats that are on the gear. So we're looking for crit rate on the helmet. There we go. And it's got some attack, that's nice. Go for my shoulders, we're looking for that straight attack percentage. There we go, right off the bat. The stats aren't too great. Let me see if I can grab something better. And here we go, attack percentage, this has 34%. We got the crit damage to go with it. We got some extra speed. I'm gonna opt to take this one. Onto the chest, looking for more attack percentage, and the first one right off the bat, attack percentage, this has some crit, accuracy, this is good. Throw that on there. Next up, gloves. looking for crit damage. Boom, first one. This needs to get ranked up. We'll push it up to 8. This has really nothing great for secondary stats, so I'm not going to go 12 yet. We secured our gloves. Now bear with me doing this gear because we're going to be getting into some fights. And I'll show you what ChatGPT can really do with this combat calculator. Looking at the legs, we need speed. Boom, right off the bat. First one. Looking at the boots, we need more speed. Again, though, we scale off attack. So if we can find an attack percentage, we'll take that. There we go, attack percentage, and this has some speed. Perfect. Looking for the weapon. So I'm looking for a strong attack weapon. Something that has attack over here. That's you're going to be able to scale up as you level up. So you want the right side stat to be attack percentage. I unfortunately don't have anything that's good ranked up yet. And just for the sake of this video, we're going to throw something on down here. There we go. All right, and then on to our last hero. We have Isolde. Now, she is our main support, so she is going to scale off of speed, resistance, but for the helmet, we're looking for initiative. And here we go, right off the bat. It's got some tanky stats. That's good for her. Not a damage dealer. You want her to be sustained. Going for your shoulders, HP percentage. Boom, right there. Chest, HP percentage. My only HP percentage is blue. Now, see, I do have resist, though, up here. It's got speed with it, too, and that's our main stat. So we'll take this resist. I'll rank that up to 8. Now, gloves, accuracy. Looking for the accuracy. Again, the only accuracy I have is blue. Now this just has flat HP, but it does have speed. Again, we need speed. So we're gonna take that one. Onto the legs, we're looking for speed. And there we go, got one. So pop that up to 8. Again, this only has flat stats, so we'll keep it at 8. Onto the boots, need speed. And here we go, found some boots. Also has that accuracy, that's good. We'll get this up to 8. And there we go. Now I love throwing the Mjolnir on her, giving her that extra divinity. This is huge. Pretty much guarantees that she's gonna be able to help your whole team right away. And there we go. Our whole team is set. Now I feel super confident going into anything that I can fight. My character is optimized. Again, this is very early stages of the calculator. I plan to make some major improvements, but for just starting off, again, this is an alpha, and I'm not talking about Godforge. I'm talking about my calculator. We're using the alpha in the alpha. Hashtag alpha in the alpha. So it's time to battle. Now I'm currently up to 104. I haven't tried to give it a push, but I have not. I really should have leveled up my gear a little bit more maybe, but we'll give it a shot to at least show you what you should be doing if you're just trying to push stages. Now we don't know what our enemy is yet. We already know what team we want to use, but the calculator comes in more handy once you know what your enemy team is. Turn off auto quickly. Now, there's 2 different steps that I like to take here. Number 1, we identify what the enemy team is. So we have a Minotaur, Composite Bowman, the Mummy, and the Brazilian Archer. So we're going to type in, the enemy team is Minotaur, Composite Bowman, the Mummy, and the Brazilian Archer. Now what I'm going to ask ChatGPT to do is tell me who is the priority target and what is the best turn strategy here. And let's see what it comes up with. Based on the enemy team of Minotaur, Composite Bowman, Mummy, and Brazilian Archer, here's your target priority and best turn strategy using data from your file. Gives you a full analysis of the enemy team threats. What is their main strengths? It checks the roll to see if we have a counter, and it gives you your target priority order. So we need to kill the Composite Bowman first priority. He snowballs hard with his passive, extra turn on kill. AoE can wipe weakened backlines. Easy to kill and disables the enemy's potential opener. Then we have the Minotaur, second priority. Then we have the Mummy, the third. Then the Brazilian Archer we can kill last. Now it goes a step further. It says recommended turn strategy. So for the opening, stun the Composite Bowman if possible or remove him fast. If you have Heimdall or Icarus with AoE control, open with that. That's assuming that we've maybe stacked it with speed. It's just basing it on what abilities are available. Then we have the straight up turn sequence. So turn 1. Now here it has Isolde is using her increased team turn meter, which is her ultimate. Unfortunately, we're just shy of the divinity that we need, and it is on Isolde. Let's take a look down the rest of the list. So if you take a look a little bit lower, this says quick battle loop. It'll give you your priority on who you need to kill first. But here's the kicker. The bonus tips that this gives you is insane because it bases it on your counters, your strategy. It's got a lot of algorithm to it. If using Isolde and Heimdall, run the Heimdall core and Isolde core, Hercules AoE, and Icarus core. This gives you control, speed, and immediate DPS edge. So we're all about that core. There we go. Isolde should boost my team up, increase that turn meter. Take a look at that list. Next we got Hercules because he's got speed. Open with your AoE basic to land acid, or core to stun the Composite Bowman. Now we know that we need to lock down or burst this Composite Bowman, especially because we have 3 counters. That AoE is not going to do as much as you think. So we're going to use that core. We'll lock down the Composite Bowman. or we kill him. Next up, our priority is the Minotaur. Now that I think about it, I think that's the Satyr. That is the Satyr. That's his cousin. Let's pretend that they are both the same person. Now, we got some ultimates. You guys always want to use your ultimates. So again, our turn sequence for turn 1, it does show the Icarus. We want to use the core. Also in the bonus strategy tip, it does say we use the core. So we go for the core, and remember we're focusing the Minotaur. Boom, dead. Next target is the mummy. Now we got Heimdall, and you know we want to use his core. But considering the team's almost dead, we're not going to use the core here. I'm going to save that. Got a basic attack here from Isolde. Basic AoE attack here. Killed them both. Now, new team. So the enemy team is Brynhild, Dracula, Lady Shock, and Osiris. Who is the priority target, and what's the best strategy to kill them? There we go. Easy peasy. Again, give you the same formula. Give you your target priority list here. So we got Lady Shock, then Dracula, then Osiris, then Brynhild. Best strategy to kill them. The goal is to kill Lady Shock before she ults, or before she kills someone. Then cleanly kill Dracula before Drain builds up. These guys gotta die. I'm gonna pop that ultimate there. So we got a basic attack here from Isolde. We got that basic attack AoE from the Hercules. Damn, that did some damage. We got the basic attack here from Icarus. GG. Now our focus is Dracula. Because we have 3 of them, might be able to wipe them all out here. We're gonna pop the core from Heimdall. I did not kill any of them. Dracula healed up. There goes that drain. You want to kill him before that drain pops. Unfortunately, our soul did go down. Still going to attack that Dracula. Taking everyone else out. Going to pop these ultimates. And we got a basic from Icarus. Love that damage. And we take him down. Alright, so we got the ultimate here from Icarus. It's a nice start. But now we're on a new turn. So, again, you punch it in. The enemy team is Anubis, Ramses, Heimdall, and Imhotep. Who is the target priority? And what's the best strategy to kill them? Now, I'm going to pause it here for 1 second. I've given you kind of the same prompt over and over because this is what I use a lot of the time. But if you're facing this last stage and you're losing to it, and you have a wider range of heroes that you can play, what I actually would do here sometimes is instead of saying this prompt, you can say the enemy team is Anubis, Ramses, Heimdall, and Imhotep. Who would be the best team to build to counter this team? You could say that, and it'll give you a suggestion to come back in with a different team. There's a lot of options here. But for now, we're going to go with this. The enemy team is Anubis. Who we killing? All right. We need to kill Ramses first, Anubis, then Heimdall, then Imhotep. Gives you the reasons why. Best strategy to kill them. Kill Ramses before he uses his ultimate, so he is a must kill. Then prevent Anubis from chaining Despair and Silence on your team. Again, we got the whole play-by-play, key strategy points, and optional counter team tip. If you're building a comp to specifically counter this team, as I had mentioned, run your speed boosting lead like Isolde, stack single target burst, Hercules, Icarus is great, use cleansers or immunity buffs to handle Despair, Silence, bring resistance stacking or anti-disruptor gear for safe. Love these tips. Alright, so let's just focus our priority list. Ramses is going down. Almost. Oh, that's stalwart. Oh, that ultimate. Again, full focus on Ramses. Now I'm going to use that stun, the core from Hercules, on the Ramses. But it's having us focus on Heimdall. Almost got him. Here we go with the core, getting some AoE. Not much damage there. I think there was a tip that said, don't use your AoE when Radiance is up. This team's hard. But again, now what I could do, because I know what the team is, I can go right in here. What's the best team to counter Ramses, Anubis, Heimdall, and Imhotep? Just going to leave it just like that. What's the best team to counter them? And it'll spit you out a suggestion. Best team to counter them from your own heroes. It's a crucial step you need to do when you first get the combat calculator. But this gives me Isolde needs to be my leader for that attack speed boost. The core DPS, Hercules is good. Icarus, and Heimdall. So this actually is the best team to counter this team. It's just, I'm at the highest level. This is my peak. I'm at 104. But, yeah, it gives you a whole breakdown. This is it, you guys. This is what I got for you, the combat calculator. There's so many opportunities here. Use some imagination. Ask ChatGPT some questions. With this file, it knows everything. Drop a comment below and let me know what you guys found was a great prompt to use. Let me know what you guys like using it for. And stay tuned because I'll be working on this over time. Still got to get more gear. We're still working on the floors. If you haven't yet, go back and watch my other 3 videos. Shows the making of the whole thing. And eventually I plan to have it as a standalone app with many more features. Not specifically even using ChatGPT. This was just something I put together that everyone can use now for help with the tower. I hope it helps you guys climb. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned a bunch. Make sure you check the description of the video. I'll have a bunch of links for you. Come join my Discord. Come play Godforge. Please do me a huge favor. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel so you guys can stay tuned to all my future videos. I appreciate you all. Stay blessed. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you on the next one.